Hi guys, this is Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, and this tutorial will be on several of the different prayers designs. This one is almost, almost the prayers by AI Loves to Loom. I'll have her details in the description. Which is a really interesting design. It's taken me about 4 attempts from her photos to actually get it right. She kept going, oh no, hang on a minute, that bit's not right. So just when I thought I'd got it right, she'd find something else that I hadn't quite got right. So this one isn't quite right because these cap bands are wrong, but we will fix that as we go through. So I will give you the explanation for the prayers, and then we will do baby prayers and peace prayer. So if you want to stick with it, the baby prayers won't take long. The peace prayers. Oh, and I was going to show you another variation that was done by Late Loomer and also by Shani Tan, and that one we're going to call in this series the blessing prayer. All right, so onward. Alrighty, so I'm going to try and stick with a similar toning in the example that I do, so we can follow along with this one. This cap banding here isn't correct, so we'll look at that. But it is cap banding, so we'll just use it as an example. I'm going to use for this, which Aisha calls, that's AI Loves to Loom, calls the Grateful Heart part of it, and we're going to do that in pink. And the gold, I'm going to use this, comes up much more yellow, but it's actually orange, like an orangey gold colour. And for the blue, we'll use this green. And for the purple part, we're going to use this purple and gold. So we'll be able to follow along in a similar way. Okay, so we will start with, I'll just move that over a little. Start with a cap band, and for this starting one I'm finding that it's easy to put the next band on, so that that's the one that you're dealing with all the way through. It's just easier than dealing with a cap band for me, and you might even find that it's easy to pop a cap band, sorry, not a cap band, pardon my hand, my setup is all a bit wonky tonight. Just pop a C-clip on there just to keep the cap band from getting too unruly. Alright, now first thing we need to do is actually, this is how I do it anyway, take off the left hand side of that band and create the Grateful Heart cap band. It's actually a quad cap band, so it's looped around 4 times. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. And I'm just going to pop that in between there to start it off. And then we need 2 bands of that same colour. And we're going to pop these like the base bands. I'm going to slide those through that left orange, through all of these, which might be a bit interesting. You can roll them on like Seawolf does. I always think of her every time I roll a cap band on if it's been tricky. Okay, so we've got all of those on, and we just slide through so it's about halfway. It's being a little bit recalcitrant, so there we go, get that over. All fixable. Alright, so now we've got that. I'm just going to hook that on there for the moment to keep it out of the way. So the best way I found to do these parts, next part, is to get the band that you're going to be using as the blue band here, and take off that left band, just that left, very left one. Pull that through the second band, and then pull that second band through, or you can lift over depending on what you prefer, like that, and just leave that on the hook, go down through that left one that you took off before and grab it again, and then grab the band that you're going to use for this purple band here. And you do the same process for that band to create a slip knot on that left hand band, like so. Alrighty. Sorry, just in case that was out of shot. So we've got that one slip knotted on. Grab that band from the left and slip knot it. You can do that by pulling or by lifting that over. Okay, so we've got those two sitting on there. Now what we need to do is we need to get this green band actually through this purple band. So we're going to leave that for now. Turn it round. You can slide it to the other end if you have one of those amazing double-ended hooks that I just would love to have, but I don't yet. But anyway, I'll get over it. Okay, so we then go to the other side and do the same process. Take that left one off, grab the band that's going to be the inside slip knot, pull that through, and then pull that through to slip knot it. So it's just a basic slip knot. Pick up that band that you pulled off to move it out of the way, and grab one of the bands you're going to use as your outside slip knot and pull that through, or lift the right one over depending on the way you like to handle the hooking process. Alrighty, now this pardon me, this design is completely reversible, so it doesn't matter if you then turn it back again or whether you operate from this side from now on. Now we need to get the green band to go through the inside of the purple band. So I've tried several ways of doing this, but I found that if I crossed, let's see if I can do this, cross the left band over into the middle, like so, and then I cross the right band, right purple band, over the green one over to the middle, which is much easier to do when you're not working around an iPad. Cross it over to the middle like that. Okay, now you can either take this one off and just leave it there, or you can do the Jace Alvarez method and put that band that you're about to slide through. You need another band that is this, what I call the base bands, so in this case the gold or the yellow. You put it next to the band you want to take off. Take both off and then slip that through this purple band and this purple band, which is sitting on the inside now. So you've got the green one still sitting on there, and then you just pick up the gold and the green again. Now that's the trickiest manoeuvre you'll do in this whole thing, because we're nearly done. And don't worry if these bands are hanging down, we can just simply flip them up at the end. That's all good. So we're nearly there, and all we need to do at the end is to grab another band of your base colour and pull it through all of those. Ta-da! I can tell you I was pretty excited when I finally worked this one out. And so when you've got it right, you should have the purple on the outside and crossing over the green, which is on the inside, moving up. So that's the tricky part of it. And all you need to do to fix this up, which you can do now or at the end, is you just give it a little pull on that bottom section and bring it up. And it'll just automatically do that. You can do the same thing to this green slip knot too. If you want to change where that's sitting in there, just give a little pull and move it up. Like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we're going to do that again. This is an interesting one to demonstrate, so it might be a little bit of a longer tutorial than I think. Alright, so we're right back at the beginning, so we need to do our Grateful Heart quad cap again. So I'm going to take that off. Your other option, just to show you something different if you don't feel like taking that off if you're nervous, is to do the quad cap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like a triple cap band or a double cap band. You just keep wrapping it around and just lift this left one across the top there, which puts it in the middle. And that's probably an easier way of doing it than letting it go. Grab 2 of your base bands again and slide those through everything you've got on there. So this left hand one, and then this quad cap, which I'm going to roll over, roll, and then the band on the right, and pull that through till it's about halfway. Try and get in some rough order till it's about halfway through. And then just assess where you're at to grab your bands like that. First band we're going to need is that band that's on the inside and then at the top there, which in my case is the green. And you take off your left one like that, and it won't go anywhere because it's held pretty well by the quad cap band. Grab that, pull it through, reattach, and you can either slip. I tend to do a combination of slipping it under and pushing it over. So this one I kind of slip under and pull over like that to create that slip knot effect. Go down again, rehook that band back on. Get the band that's going to be the outside slip knot. Pull that one through. Reattach that one. And then create the slip knot by pulling that side under, lifting that side over. We'll just leave it like that for the moment and turn it around. So you need to pinch so that it doesn't actually go anywhere. Apologies for if you can't actually see what I'm doing on here, but basically I'm just turning it around. My iPad doesn't want to focus at that closer range. Alright, so we're going to do exactly the same thing to this side, taking that left hand loop off and grabbing a hold of the inside slip knotted band, to my green, out of the way band. So I've got that through, bit of a twisty band, and then we slip knot that. You can do by lifting and pulling or a combination. Grab a hold of that band again. Grab the outside slip knotted colour. Pull that one through. Reattach. And create the slip knot there. We then want to, I apologise for my fingers getting in the way. I'm trying to work out a better way of demonstrating this. Maybe if I can do it from the back. We're going to get this band and cross it across the green one into the middle, like that. I'm going to get this purple band crossed across the green one into the middle, like that. Then we're going to grab our base band, base colour, the left hand band like that, so that you've just got control over both of them at the same time. Pull through the purple band. Oops, sorry about that. Pull through the purple band on both sides. In this case, if you haven't pulled them across, or if they unloop each other, it's the purple band that has to go across, like that. So this, you've just got the gold band and the green band there, and then you reattach the gold band and the green band there, like this. And don't worry about that, as I said, getting stretched out, because that's easily adjustable at the end. And then you pop that last band on. I'm hoping that this is clearer than it appears to me at the moment. So we just give those a pull and move that up. Sort of twirl a little bit if it doesn't want to move up. Grab that purple band and move it up. And there you have it. Alright, I'm going to go through that one more time, and I'll just hopefully be able to demonstrate it a little bit easier. So we'd get our Grateful Heart band. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift that band across so that it's sitting in the middle of those two bands. Grab 2 bands of our base colour and slide them through that left hand band, and slide or roll on that middle cap band, like so, and then that right one, pull it through so it's about halfway along the band. You might want to pinch on those ones in the middle that you've just done. So you've got the band on there. Grab a hold of it, or we grab our next lot of bands. So the next band we're going to need is this inside green slip knotted band. I'm going to take off this one, and it's not going to go anywhere because of the cap band. So we slide that through, grab that left hand side again, pull the right hand side over, pick up the left hand band again, pull a purple band through, and reattach. Now I tend to use my hook more like a crochet hook and hook it under like that, but you can certainly do what I've been doing up till now and sliding the band over rather than hooking the band under. It's really your own preference. We're going to turn it round. You can pinch it this way, since there's only 4 bands. You can pinch it this way. Just try and keep them in order, that's the main thing. Turn it round, reattach them in the other direction, and we do that again. So we take off that left one, grab the inside band, which is the green for me, pop it on there. If you get your bands twisted, it's probably like this band being twisted, probably best to sort that out before you get it all hooked together. Okay, reattach that one, and for me I would slip it under like I was crocheting, like that. The other side, grab the outside slip knotted band, hook it through that one we've just picked up again, that left hand band, reattach it. You can do your crochet hook through, or you can lift this one. So we'll swap the outside bands to the inside. So the purple comes over the green, and the purple comes over the green. However you want to get it there, pick it up, move it over. And then we'll grab this next band that's going to hook them all together, put it next to that green band and lift the green band off while still holding onto that. Hook that one and slide on the purple bands, leaving the green one on the hook, bringing that up. So we've got a green and a gold, gold and a green, like that. And then we hook this one through to complete that set. So it's looking really pretty. You can actually, it's an interesting look to leave those slip knots down. I think that's kind of a cute look too. But the actual design by the very creative Loom does actually have those ones up at the side, like so. So you just have to go through at the end and fix those ones up. So of course you go through and you will complete however many you need for the length of your bracelet. And this one's very easy. You just C-clip those two bands and come back to where you've got your cap band, and that's where they attach together. Alrighty, so I shall come back shortly and we'll go through another couple of styles. Okay, back again. Now this one is Baby Prayers, which Aisha and I looked at and went, oh, you know what, different looping but similar profiles, so we thought we'd make it Baby Prayers to just echo that it was a similar profile to the prayers. And so yeah, I'm going to show you how to do this one. I'm going to use similar colours because they're the bands I've got out, but for the internal bands I'll use this green, and then for the other bands I'll just use the pink, I think. Okay, so as for most starts, we'll grab a cap band, and then the next band, pull through and reattach, and that's sort of a stabilizing band. I'm just going to pop a C-clip on so that it doesn't float around. Okay, there we go. So it's just sitting there nice and neat. I'm not mucking around that C-clip on. Alright, now I will show you a couple of different ways of doing it, because I do it a little bit differently than maybe others might. I attack it all from the one side. If you've seen my Tiny Trees tutorial with the Del Griffiths design, then you will have seen this kind of technique before, but this is the way I do it. But I'll show you another way to do it as well if you prefer to turn it. Alright, so basically it's a chain and it's got two, like, inverted or inside out slip knots on it. So what I do to get the band onto the right hand side and the band onto the left hand side is I actually just get the band and pull it through both. Then I go over the top of the one that I actually want to capture, that right hand one, and put my hook through the middle of the band I'm pulling through, pinch the left hand band so it doesn't disappear anywhere, pop that off and pop that through. That's how I get that loop on. Now another way that you can do that is to start with your cap band and do what I've been calling my leaf stitch. So it's looking like a leaf to me. You get the band that's going to be the right hand loop. You get the band that's going to be sitting in the middle of the two loops, and you go through that one, over that one, through that one, and then you pop them together like that. So you've got lots of different options of how you'd like to get them through. So my cap band should be sitting on there. So with your cap band sitting on there, you do this, and then you slide that through. And so you see you've got the band on that right hand side without having to worry about anything else. And then you pop that left one on, back on, and grab another band and loop it through that left hand side. Okay, now this is the only tricky stitch, is to get the inverted slip knot. Now the way I would do this is the right hand side, actually do this before putting that band on. On the right hand side, I'd pinch it here, turn my hook over, so I'm through the right hand band, turn my hook over, pull that back, and then go underneath that single chain colour, and that creates the stitch that you want. Grab a hold of the loop on the other side, and then there's a little different technique that you do from this side. Pull that one through, and then what I would do is I would pull this one over and off. I'll do that a little faster. So you've got this loop sitting like that. Then I go through from this side and I grab that green band in between, release that top band and give it a little pull so it doesn't go anywhere, and then recapture that band, and that gets you your reverse slip knot, inverted slip knot on the opposite side. I'll do that several times. Now for my baby prayers, there's a single chain in between each of those, each of the sections, so that's like one section, so that's one section done already. It gives you that sort of nice diamond shape there. Put a single chain, and then you grab the next chain that you're going to use it. Okay, so if we were going to do it my way, we would do it, grab your band, the other band on top, take this one over that band, under the same band that's already on your hook, and grab it, and you've got that leaf stitch, looks like a leaf and a stem, and you pull that through. Okay, so you don't let this one go anywhere, you just leave it sitting there. Take your hook out of that side, turn it over, hook that back, and push it through underneath the green. Pick up this band on the other side, pull that one through. Now there's other ways you can do this. You can just release that one while it's sitting there, this yellowish band here, then you can grab the green stitch again under that, push that over, so you've just got the green, and loop that one back on. That's another way of getting that stitch formed on that left hand side. Then you just put this one through, and on to the next. So if you prefer, you can work just from one side, so you can decide that you want to put this left hand one on first, and then you can grab that green, move the yellow one over the end of the hook and reattach that, and then you can turn this around. Sorry, I'm off camera there, it's a bit awkward. Turn it around and reattach them in the same order. A bit twisted in the turning, never mind, easily fixed. And do the same thing, pull that through on that side, grab that green band, lift the right hand of the 2 yellow bands over, push that through, and lift the left hand side of the yellow band over. So you can do it by turning it around as well, like that, or the other way I can do it if I forget to do the leaf stitch. So we're just hooking that band through all of them again. If I forget to do my leaf stitch, which for me is the fastest way of doing it. Oops, don't really want to do that in that colour. Let's just rehook those. Okay. Now that I've got that rehooked, so we'll put the chain on in the right colour. Okay, put that through there. Alright, so if I forget to do my leaf stitch, all I do is I actually pull it through both. Pinch that left one, go over the top of the right one, go in the middle of the one that you're pulling through, and just pull it through. You could also use that same technique we used in the previous the prayers one, where you actually grab this left hand band with the band you're going to slide on, grab both of them, and then grab that one and pull it through, and then reattach. So that's another way of doing that. Alright, so that's what you do all the way to the end of the bracelet for that one. If you wanted to do late Loom and Shani Tan's variation, then you would actually, instead of doing the extra stitch in between here, you would just start straight away to do the inverted stitches on the very next chain. So that's the only difference. So you would, however you want to get those loops on, you would pop those loops onto the very next. I think I managed to twist that. Pop those loops onto the very next chain and just do exactly the same process. So those. So you would do perhaps your left hand one first. So we go under that. Pop the right hand side of the yellow band over, and then the left hand side over, back onto the hook. And for that left hand side, I'm going to just show you yet another way. I'm going to just pinch this side since we've only got a couple of bands there. I'm going to go over here and go, turn my hook over the top of that one, under that green band there, single chain, and bring it up. Hook the green and the gold back on. And so you see, you've now got that inverted, I'm just going to untwist that one so you can see, you've got that inverted stitch happening on each chain instead of on every second chain. So you would then continue to that pattern, same pattern as we did down here, but you do it on every chain all the way up the bracelet. Okay. Okay, so here's the last one in the series, which is my peace prayer, which is very similar. It's like a simplified version of AI Loves to Loom's The Prayers. So this one, I'll just show you the one part that I've made already, and we'll do a couple of them. I've just done a cap band, and then I've started the series with this goldy band, and that's the finish. So that's where we get to the goldy band again. That will be collecting in the top of that. So once you've done your cap band and your gold band, it's going to be the same as from here now. So this one, we grab 2 of our base bands. Think of those as being the ones that the rest of the pattern's going to rest on. Pull them through. Okay, now these inside bands are going to get a green band hooked onto them there. So again, you've got several options as to the way you do this. I'm going to use this option where you grab the left hand band with the same fingers that are holding your band that's going to be hooked through. You put that through 2 of the bands, leaving an outside band on there, and rehook. Then we're going to grab what we'll use for the outside slip knotted bands, and this one I think is easier to turn round, so we'll do that left hand one, do a slip knot, just pulling that through, lifting that one over to there, pinch and turn, slide up the other end of your hook, turn it round, and then the next one is the same on the opposite side. Bring it through, slip knot it, and then you just collect it in again. So that's a really simple one, this one. And the reason I actually posted this one is because I liked the fact that you could actually leave it in 2, or you could have it in 2 different positions. And this was the original position that I made it in, which is like this downward curve on both sides with that pink band, and it made me think of like an angel's body inside. Somebody said 2 big wings, but you know, in an archway or something like that. But then you can also change those by just changing the position of the side bands. It can be changed up to look more like that, which actually looks like an angel praising or something. But anyway, I'm getting a bit fanciful. So you've got the 2 position options for those, and you actually have that option for any of the ones where you use the outside slip knot. The slip knot where you've got the loop on the outside, just your standard slip knot. You've got a choice of pulling it down and changing your pattern. So since this wasn't so simple, just go through it really quickly again. Grab 2 base bands, slide it through those gold bands, rehook, and we get that middle band on. You can do the way I just did it then, or you can do it this way, which is go under 3 bands. So you take it basically as far as you want to take it. And you go over the top of the 2 bands you actually want to catch. And once you're over the top of those 2 bands you want to catch, you go down through, focusing down through that one that's coming on. Pinch onto that one on the left you don't want to come off, and rehook it. So that gets the 2 bands in the middle as well. Then we're going to slip knot a band onto this left hand side. So you get the band on and slip knot it. Swap sides. And slip knot it on the other side. And then we finish it off. So there you go. That's the peace prayer. I know this has been a long tutorial, but it has had sort of several designs you can play around with in these ones. Please check out AI Loves to Loom, Late Loomer, Shani Tan. Give my Instagram account a look, and each of those accounts are lovely accounts. Give them a follow if you like what you see. If you like this tutorial, give it a like and click on that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see some more tutorials of mine on YouTube. And if you would like us to see what you create based on these designs, and we would love to see them, could you please tag whoever the particular designer is of the one that you would like to post, either AI Loves to Loom or me, or which is Crazy Just Might Work, Late Loomer and Shani Tan for the blessing prayer. One every chain. The baby prayers every chain. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching, and I shall catch you later. Bye.